Hello, Clint Pollock here, President of AdventureCrew.com, your National Park adventure resource. Welcome to Biscayne National Park, located here in southeastern Florida. What's unique about Biscayne National Park? Well, lots of things are unique, but we're going to sum it up into 4 distinct areas that you're going to check out during your trip to the park. Now, first off, this park is almost completely underwater. Over 95% of the park is underwater. What's that mean for you? Well, it means that you're going to need a boat to get around. And since most of us don't bring a boat along with us on vacation, you're going to need some help with that. So there's plenty of availabilities here at the park to get you out into the areas that you're going to want to see. So the first thing you want to take a look at in the park is the mangroves. The mangroves are something that are very unique to Florida, and they really help to protect the shorelines, especially during hurricanes. The second part is going to be Biscayne Bay, and this is a very shallow area of the park which contains lots of seagrass, and you'll even see a manatee or two and some sea turtles every now and then. The third part is going to be the islands. There's over 30 islands here in the park, and this is going to be one of the easier spots to go out and get to because they have boat tours that run out to those areas. And finally, the fourth part of the park is going to be the corals. Now, those are somewhat of a challenge to get to because the best time of year to see the corals underwater is going to be during the summer. That's when the water's the clearest. However, you might have an opportunity during the winter to go out and take a look as well, but this is going to involve snorkeling or scubaing. So with that, what do you say we get started?
Are you going on the boat trip this morning?
We are.
Great. My name's Rebecca. I'm going to be your ranger.
Nice to meet you. I'm Clint.
Good. Great. Have you been on a boat trip before?
Not here.
Not here?
In Biscayne.
Nice. You picked one of the good trips. So what we're going to be doing is heading on a 3-hour trip out into the park. And it is a park you can only get to really on a boat, so nice boat trip. We're going to be going all the way across the bay. We're going to be seeing mangrove seagrass. Where we're heading is a little small tropical island called Key. You have a chance to explore the island, hike around it, see some of the little beaches. But there's also a lighthouse there. And if you want to, you can go to the very top of the lighthouse and get a 360-degree view of the park. Really give you an idea of the scope of Biscayne. But it should be a good trip. Let's see, it's going to be a little windy out there, but we'll have a lot of kids coming with us, so they make it a lot of fun. They should be excited about darn most everything.
Wonderful. Well, we can't wait.
Okay, good. Let's head right over here then.
Alrighty.
That's what's so cool, the mangrove seedlings. If you throw them in the water, they float for days, for weeks, for months, until they land somewhere really good. And they'll float like this, but when it's about time to land, they'll go and they'll move. The bottom is the brown part. The top, you may be able to see little leaves on the very top. They will sink down and plant themselves. And these seedlings, you're going to see them all over on our way out to Boca Chica. But I want you to look for 2 things. I want you to look for mangroves in the distance, because it's going to be a long time until we see land again. I also, when we're on Boca Chica and we're walking around the island, look for mangroves, look for these little seedlings. Promise me you won't eat them, but look for them.
Welcome to the Boca Chica Lighthouse. This is definitely one of the high points of the trip. It's the highest point in the park, 65 feet up. From the very top, you can get a 360-degree view of the park, from almost all the way up to Miami, all the way down across the islands, out across where the reefs are, out to the open ocean. You can really get an idea how big Biscayne is from up at the top. And sometimes you see rays, dolphins, critters like that too. Cross our fingers.
Now, Boca Chica was originally purchased by a private family in the 1930s, and they are the people who put this lighthouse in as well as the cannon here. Today, it's owned by the National Park, and you can camp out here. You can also pull your boat right into the harbor, and it's a great place to come out and, you know, have a nice adventure. Now, if you're a private boater, you got to watch out because there's very shallow water out here, and there's been many boaters who've gotten stuck over the years. So your best bet is to take one of the tours. Now, there is a park concessionaire here, and essentially they will take you out on a nice boat, bring you all the way out here. You can stay out here for an hour or so, walk around, and then they'll take you right back. Well, that wraps up day 1 of our 2-day adventure here in Biscayne National Park. Tomorrow, Get ready for an underwater expedition where we go out and check out the reefs of Biscayne National Park. It could be the best part of this adventure. So stick with us, and don't forget, for more information on this park and others, check out our portal page at www.adventure-crew.com/parks.